Here he is, our NBA analyst, Jevohn Shepherd, joining us. Not the best performance from the Miami Heat in Game 1, Jevohn.
Not at all.
And listen, you see Nikola Jokic, you know he's going to be incredible. He gets the triple-double. Jamal Murray, Kitchener, Ontario, gets the double-double. Were you surprised they were able to get that much in Game 1?
Not at all. This is the best inside-outside punch in the NBA, and both of those guys are just so dynamic. They play so well off of one another, right? Murray cutting to the basket, Murray using his handle, getting into the paint. Then you have Jokic stretching the floor, making plays. You look at a little pocket pass like this, and then Jokic just having the footwork to finish over Bam off of a spin. And then this is the handle that we talk about with Murray, right? Creating the space, buys time, kicks it out to Jokic, and you have a big man that can stretch the floor and make plays for his teammates. I think these two, that's what makes these two so hard to guard. And more than anything, I said it earlier as well, these are two international players. They play with a chip on their shoulder in a game where they've probably been disrespected, they've been criticized so much, people have reduced them. They're coming out, the stage is set for them, and they're just having fun playing this game together. But I like the way they play because you have both of those guys that play so aggressively, so tough, and they're intense on both ends of the floor, and people question their defense, right? And you see the display that they put out there tonight.
People still asking Jamal Murray why he didn't play hockey growing up. He's in the NBA Finals. Like, we could probably stop with those questions. Caleb Martin was obviously so incredible in Game 7 for the Heat against the Celtics and pretty much non-existent in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, as was Max Strus. And then you and I were just talking about Denver's role players. I mean, they just get everyone involved.
Complementary pieces, they matter, especially when you're talking about NBA Finals, right? It's a completely different game. And I thought Denver's auxiliary pieces, they came out tonight and they were aggressive. They scored the basketball, but it started on the offensive end. And you talk about Jokic and Murray, when those two are clicking, those two are having fun, then everybody else gets involved. Here you see Gordon, just bigger, stronger, has a defense pinned under the rim, making a play. And again, block shot there. But these guys, they all stepped up. I thought they were all important in their own respective roles, and they own their respective roles. When you have Brown out there just having fun like that and everybody's smiling, everybody's engaged, now you have guys more motivated on both ends of the floor, and you can play on both ends. You can play defense, you can play offense, you're moving the basketball, your superstars are moving the basketball. You have everything you need. Mike Malone is in a really good position right now because he's coaching up his guys. They're playing for him. He's a player's coach, and you're just seeing the excitement, the enthusiasm from those guys on the floor.
And then Bam Adebayo, who, gosh, what a tough assignment, right?
Yeah.
You're guarding the best player probably in the planet right now. But, I mean, he's a terrific defensive player. But offensively, 26 and 13, maybe a missed opportunity here for Miami.
It definitely is, and I think Bam, he understood the assignment tonight. He came out, he accepted that challenge. And I think for Miami, you've got to look at that because you've got to bottle that up and whatever. If you have to get Bam the ball early in Game 2 just to continue to keep him encouraged and engaged, you have to do that. But Bam did a tremendous job just coming out and asserting himself. If Miami's going to have a chance in this series, everything's going to start and end with Bam because he's got to force Jokic to play on both ends of the floor. I know it's Jimmy Butler's team, but that's the matchup right there. And unfortunately for Bam, he's got the biggest and most toughest assignment in basketball right now.
Does Denver, does Jimmy need to have an epic game Sunday for us to not think this is going to be a sweep?
Well, he's got to set the tone. I think we've seen him over the last series and this opening game. He's kind of just, taking his time and being patient and just allowing the game to come to him. I don't know if he has that luxury right now. He's got to come out. He's got to set the tone. But secondly, it's going to be tough for him because a lot of times when he gets in pick-and-roll actions or he has the basketball, there's help. They're throwing bodies at him, but at the same time, he's reluctant to shoot the three ball, and you have Jokic that's just dipped into the paint. So he's got to be decisive, and I know it goes against analytics, but he's got to find a way to get to his mid-range and get some plays going on there, but just be assertive so that the rest of his team just jumps on his back and takes that Jimmy charge. Playoff Jimmy's got to start from the get-go.
Listen, we haven't seen playoff Jimmy yet, but maybe we'll see him in Game 2 on Sunday night, or maybe Denver will be up 2-0. Jevohn, thanks for this.
Thank you.